So do you procrastinate? Such an important question, and sometimes we are not even aware that we are doing this. So what is it? Let's find out. Procrastination, simply put, is overthinking, and it is really spending all that time thinking rather than doing. Now, if you already know that that is something that you do, then stay to the end because I'm going to give you tips on what you can do about it. Now, we are creatures of habit, and we do like to do things that are inside our comfort zone. We like to stay safe. We have our sort of human instinct that we want to stay inside our comfort zone. There's any fear of danger, we want to resist that. We don't want to do anything that's difficult for us. We don't want to do things that don't feel right to us. And sometimes that can be things that are actually going to really help us. And that's the problem with procrastination, that sometimes even though those things are going to benefit us, we're still on this treadmill of I'm not going to get started, and you almost feel like you're helpless because you cannot get past the thinking about doing it to actually move on to the next stage and just try it and do it and make it easier so that you can take the first step. Now, what procrastination how it can show up in your business could be that you have hundreds of ideas and yet you have not completed or fully finished any of them through to the implementation and publish stage, if you like. Now, this could happen if you have, say, a new course idea, a new something that involves a bit more kind of heavy work, really. You know, maybe you have an idea for a course or you have lots of ideas and you've just not been able to get started. Often the reason will be it's more that you're procrastinating rather than the fact that you don't have anything to help people with, because that is near impossible, because we all have life experience and we all have experience that where we can help other people. And if you are already a business owner and you are trying to grow your business in an intentional manner, you're serving clients, you are helping them, you are giving them value, and you are helping them with the pain or struggle that you are super passionate about helping them with. So of course there is a course in you, there is everything, there are so many things in you. It's just about figuring out the bits that are actually right for you to come out. And what procrastination can actually lead to is just completely not doing anything. So inaction and just staying stuck and really just sitting in that zone of comfort. So imagining your sort of circle of confidence as being an actual circle, and you just stay inside this circle. You want to stay safe, you want to stay small because it feels safe, and you don't want to push the boundaries because it just doesn't feel right to you. Is this you? Have you caught yourself doing this? Have you noticed when you're doing it? Because the hardest thing is to actually notice when you're doing it. And once you realise, even if it's afterwards on reflection, then acknowledging the fact that yes, that is exactly what I was doing, but I didn't realise it at the time. That is really huge for you, because what will happen is the next time you're procrastinating, the little part in your brain, that little voice will say, are you sure that you're not trying to avoid doing the actual thing? And you're trying to just think about it more and more and not necessarily take action on actually doing the thing. Now, I have got tips for you, so stay tuned and I'm going to go over them next. So yeah, number one is really to acknowledge that you do procrastinate. It's okay. We are human. It is nothing unacceptable. We are creatures of habit. If we've been doing that for a long time, we can't just suddenly press the stop button and never do it again. We can be kind to ourselves and really just recognize when we're doing it. You know, when we do it, then the next time when we do it, it will be a little bit more noticeable and easier for us to recognize that that is what we're doing. So number two is really have a think when you are doing it next. Ask yourself the question why you're doing it. Try and figure out why that particular task, action, or project, whatever it might be that you're trying to work on, what is keeping you from taking the first step? And tap into that and really take some time out if you need to, because this is a really important one and you want to be very conscious of why you're doing it. Once you figure that out, it will help you to actually avoid doing that in the future. Now, number 3, the best tip I can give you for procrastination is the thing that you're wanting to do, even though it may not be a huge big task, I think it still needs to be broken down, because if it is difficult enough for your mind to get past the thinking and overthinking, then you need to break that down. So the first time you are wanting to do that task and you have it in your diary, pop it in your diary now. When you do pop it in and the first time you come to doing it, just spend 5 minutes. That is all you need to do. You're just spending 5 minutes on that task. And the first time you do it, what are you doing? You are simply writing out the steps of what you need to do and how you can do it. So almost creating a little plan. And even if the task is something that is not a huge project as such, then still just do this, because it will be really helpful, because there's a reason you're procrastinating about it. So even though your brain might be telling you, well, it's not that difficult, I can just do it next time. Well, you haven't done it, so help yourself. Give yourself, making it a little bit easier is only going to be helpful for you. So break it down into steps. The first time you spend 5 minutes just mapping out a few steps on what actually that entails. And then when you're going to do it the next time round, again, pop it in your diary and have it all organised. When you do it, you're just simply tackling step 1. You are not doing the whole thing. Do you see how massive this can be in terms of changing your mindset? You are not tackling the task. You are doing step 1. And then you do step 1. And when you complete step 1, the next time you're only doing step 2. And in this way, I promise you, when you actually do the task, you will be surprised why you even procrastinated in the first place. Because A, it will probably not be as difficult as your mind thought it was. And B, it will not take you as long as you thought it would take you. Because all you did was spend time thinking about it. You feel like it needed a lot more time when it really didn't. It was just, there was something else getting in the way. So try this out and do pop in the comments and tell me if you are going to give this a go, because I would love for you to be able to take this learning as an action and actually implement it into your day to make a difference to you. Because not only will it affect you, it will affect your business, it will affect what you're doing, it will affect your mindset. And that is huge in business, having the right mindset, being able to take the right action and actually take action through to implementation is huge. So if you need any support in this, and just generally being more productive in business, to grow your business in an intentional manner, do make sure you check out my free resources on my website, excelwithmahnaz.com. I have lots of things there on offer and free, so that they can help you at the stage that you are at. So check them out, and thank you for watching to the end. Make sure you do hit like and subscribe, and pop me a comment here and just tell me if this was helpful, and tell me, do you know that you do procrastinate? You know, is that something that you're already aware of? Is it something that you are working on? Thanks for watching.